is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is day 22, and I am scrap lifting Scrappin' M on Instagram, which is Emily Peterson. And she has this super fun rainbow washi layout. I'm assuming it's washi. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's washi. So, after my eventually successful but super frustrating washi layout earlier this month, I decided that I have all of these branding strips from the papers that I am using for my How to Kill a Kit with Style. So I thought I would use those instead of washi. So they are from paper pads, so they have the hole down the middle. So I will be covering that up, so not super concerned about that. So I thought, oh, it'd be a good idea. I'll just glue half of it down and then glue the other half later. Well, I wouldn't recommend this. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. I'm sure that there was something totally rational in my head at the time, but honestly, I don't know what it was. So I stick all of these down on this side, and then I think, oh, I'll just stick my arm under here and pull all these up and add some glue, and then they'll just all fall back down so nicely. Like this was how I thought it was going to work in my head. And look, they're like wonky. Like I don't know what I did. I honestly don't. So, don't do this. If you're putting branding strips down, just put glue on the whole thing and just stick it down. Don't do half and half, because then you have to fiddle it with it like this, and some of them are still crooked, but I'm like, yeah, that's okay. No worries. So I have this super cute picture of Hudson, and I'm just going to almost center it so that it covers all of those holes. I am going to back his photo in some white tissue paper because, yeah, it doesn't, we do not need any more pattern paper on this layout, which is weird for me to say, but yeah, that's enough. I noticed that when I do a lot of pattern paper on the background, I don't do a lot of layers on my photo. If I do a lot of layers on my photo, then I do less layers on the background. Every once in a while, I'll just be like, more is everything, and just everything goes on the page. But for the most part, that seems to be how I roll. So because there is tissue paper on the back, I use the tear tape from Spiegel Mom Scraps. That way I don't tear the tissue paper, and that seems to work really well for me. So now that I have that done, it's basically the base of the layout, and I am going to kind of figure out what I want to do with some embellishing. So I start with these clear floral stickers, and I cut it in half and put one on the top and one on the bottom. Love how that looks. Clear stickers are super pretty, especially when you can put them on some white cardstock. So initially I put this arrow up here on one of the strips, but then I decide to do like a mega cluster right there. I haven't really used this little adventurer die cut pack very much, and so I am just gonna dig into it and pull out all the stuff. So I am going to create a huge cluster on the right hand side. So Emily had hers on the left hand side, and I am doing mine on the right, basically because Hudson and Emily, or I think that's Emily, are looking in opposite directions. So it just makes sense that you don't necessarily like the subject of the page to look off the page. I mean, sometimes you do, it might not matter. Sometimes it's fun that they're looking like back at the previous page. Like, I mean, do you, whatever you want to do, but Um, as far as I'm concerned, I like my photo to look into the page. So that's why I positioned it where I did. So you can see I have all kinds of stuff piled up there. I got tickets and maps and tags and a tree and some mountains. And then on the other side, there's like a little stack of books and there's a telescope. And I'm going to do my title that says Little One. So she's got a big title that kind of is different fonts and kind of goes from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to start with Little One, add this little balloon up here. And at this point, I'm liking it. And I'm like, you know what? I got to stick some things down. So that's what's happening. I'm going to stick all this stuff down so that I don't kind of forget where it was. And I think it's super cute. Like this, I don't really remember where it was. That's not really where it stays. I was like, oh yeah, I have this map piece. I got to move that. Yeah. So, best laid plans, and it doesn't always turn out how you originally had it. And I don't worry too much about it. Not enough to like take a picture so I could glue it all back down how I had it before. That's not really a big deal to me. Plus I video with my phone. So I try to take a mental picture, but yeah, I don't. I'm going to add this flag, give this cluster up here a little more weight, and then I am going to finish up my title. So I have these gold thickers. I think they're the girl version. This was from a couple of collections ago, I think. I'm trying to remember. But it's like a little girl and a little boy. So the little boy is in silver and the little girl is in gold. But I mean, other than, girl and boy, you can pretty much use anything. Like I even considered cutting off the ESS and just doing prints. Oh, I guess it's just the S's. So you could still use that. I do ultimately grab Cutie and Love. So it says Love Little One Cutie, which I guess really doesn't make any sense, but all sweet words. I am going to put some black and white baker's twine in my tag, so Sandy is okay. And that is going to do it. So head over and give Emily some love today over on Instagram. Make sure you check out the description box below. See everybody who is playing along. And not everybody's playing along every day, but still go check everybody out and see who they're scrap lifting. So remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.